I'm Big Bob, the leader of this tour. I hope that everybody learns a bunch and stuff.
Hi. My name is Victoria, and my mom made me come, so I hope it's over soon.
This is going to be a great tour, and my family's going to learn a lot. I know it. Be better for what I paid.
Yes, I'm his wife, and I just hope I learn so much. It's a fascinating subject. Yeah.
Everybody, you're in the bus. Line up, or sit down here. Welcome to our wild safari, folks. Today we'll be exploring wilderness and mammals. Let's hop into our bus and head off to the desert. Hold on tight.
Shouldn't we check the gas first?
I was about to do that. You know, no smart person would go into the desert without checking the gas unless you're riding a camel. Wouldn't want to check that gas level.
This rickety old bus does not look travel-worthy.
On we go! Pause. Now, let's get out, folks. Don't forget your water bottles. Speaking of camels, did you know that they can last 6 to 7 months without water in ideal conditions? But when it reaches 85 to 95 degrees Celsius, they can only go 10 to 15 days. Don't look down on them, folks. That's pretty hot.
That's my wife. What's wrong with her? If she's harmed at all.
Maybe it's a bit warm. Let's move on. Australia, please, driver. We're off to see one of the 3 types of mammals, marsupial. See that kangaroo through the window? Can everybody see? Okay, that baby in the pouch is called a joey. It goes into the pouch in an early stage of development and then stays there until its organs can function independently. Another marsupial is an opossum, common in the United States.
It's desert here, too. When do we see the lush paradise teeming with tame animals like it says in the brochure?
I told the editor not to put that in. On with the tour. We're off to Antarctica. Coats are in the back. No shoving. Hey, single file line. We're staying in the heated bus for this stop. See that penguin? It is called an emperor penguin, and it is the largest penguin species. They eat fish, and though they don't fly, they're extremely graceful and quick in the water. Good thing, too, some of those seals want some penguin for lunch. Speaking of lunch, we have bag lunches under your seats. I hope you like tuna.
You mean it sat here under our seats during both of the desert trips? Yuck! Does anyone have any snacks?
All snacks were confiscated.
What?
That was delicious, too. I mean, if you want something else, you can go into the ocean and get some fresh fish. Woo! On with the tour. Everyone have our scuba suits on because we're going under. Here in the ocean, mammals like whales have to come up for air because they have lungs. We, like whales, need oxygen from the air.
Is that why we can't breathe underwater?
Yep. We need straight oxygen, which plants produce. Everyone have their oxygen tanks? Here we go. Watch out for other underwater mammals like dolphins, sea lions, manatees, and, though they float a lot, otters. And remember, sharks won't hurt you unless you scare them first. Usually. We are back in Australia to see the second type of mammal, a monitor tree. This means that they lay eggs instead of live birth. This is a duck-billed platypus. The other type is a spiny anteater, or a echidna. They are really excellent. Well then, let's move on.
What mammalian traits do they have?
Well, they have hair and produce milk, even though they come from an ant. How would you like to be a bird and find one of these in your nest? Honestly, do you people have no sense of humor? Let's move on, I guess. Now that we're back on the bus, let's talk about us. We are placental mammals, which means that the placenta, an organ inside the mother, gives us air and food we need while we're inside them.
Weird. So I was like tube fed before I was even born? What other mammals are, what's that word? Oh yeah, placental.
Well, dogs, cats, and basically all other mammals, except for monotremes and marsupials, are placental mammals. The tour is just about over, folks. Driver, take us home and step on it. Now that we're back home, let's talk about the types of mammals and what we learned about them. Go in order of seats, please.
I learned a lot of stuff, but above all, I learned what a marsupial is. It's a mammal whose young go in a pouch at an early stage of development till their organs are able to function independently.
Next.
I learned that a monotreme is a mammal that lays eggs, and there are only 2 species of them.
Wow.
I honestly didn't learn a lot, but I remember that last thing you said about placental mammals, which is us. We are fed and given oxygen by the placenta, hence the name.
Well then, folks, recommend me to your friends. Word of mouth is the best advertisement.
Yeah, right.
See you next tour. I'm Bob.